Patricia Knight has starred in such films as True Romance, Lost Highway, and Flirting with Disaster. Now, starting this Friday, she can be seen in the new movie Night Watch. Let's take a look.
This man, he played fine. He played knick-knack on my hide with a knick-knack, paddywhack, give the dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. This old man, he played six. He played knick-knack on my stick with a knick-knack, paddywhack,
The killer was a hand. Please welcome Patricia, Arquette. Thank you so much for coming. You all right there? You got it?
I guess.
This movie looks, that clip looked pretty scary.
Yeah.
It's, I've noticed something about, it's sort of a convention, but I think a convention that works for some reason. Serial killers and murderers, they love nursery rhymes. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
here, it's, what is that, knick-knack, paddywhack?
Yeah, well, actually, it's funny because Ring Around the Rosie was about the Black Plague.
Yeah.
So that's sort of...
yeah, but I've noticed it's something I've seen in, something I've seen in movies before, which is, it's like someone, he calls up the woman who's alone in the house, and she's like, Jack and Jill went up the hill.
No, I don't know why.
Fetch a pail of water. And you're kind of odd, because it's a nursery rhyme, you know? It's not supposed to freak you out.
But it does, yeah.
Yeah, now you guys, I am told that you were scared when you read the script for this movie.
Well, it was weird, because I went to our house, I had the script in the car, and the gate was locked, and my opener wasn't working, and Nicholas wasn't home, he was working late, so I was sort of locked out of the house. So I'm sitting in the car reading the script in the car. Mm-hmm. And I start getting so afraid. And I keep hearing sounds outside. And I'm locked in the car, and I'm thinking, should I scale the fence? How long is it going to take me to run up to the house? I'm reading and reading, so I go to the coffee shop, and I keep leaving Nicholas messages. Aren't you home yet? I'm locked out of the house. I keep reading the script. Come home soon. I'm very afraid. I leave another message. I must leave soon. I have to go to the friend's house.
And then you turned on the car radio. An escaped mental patient is in the area.
So,
he hasn't a hand, he has a hook.
And I turned the channel to Knick-Knack, Paddywhack. Then I went crazy.
Freaked out. Now, were you scared a lot when you were a kid, or you were pretty brave?
I was pretty brave. I liked to be afraid when I was little. I didn't like anything really horrible happening to me, but on Halloween we used to jump the fence at the cemetery.
Really? You would go into a cemetery on Halloween? I wouldn't do that now.
We didn't do anything bad in there, you know. We didn't desecrate any holy place, but we would just run around and hide behind gravestones.
Good thing to mention that. Not that we desecrated any graves or anything. We let the older kids do that. But what's odd is just, I don't know if I would do that now. I find graveyards spooky now, but especially as a kid, there was one at the end of our street. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't go in there at night. I'd be petrified. What would you do? You just run around pretty much? Yeah, and some of the older kids would hide behind the gravestones, and we would run through, and it was always foggy on Halloween for some reason. And then they would jump out from the gravestones and grab your ankle, and you would scream, and then we'd get hungry, and we'd have some sort of punky outfit on. So we'd jump back over the fence and ring somebody's doorbell, trick or treat. Then we'd get a little candy, then we'd go jump back over the fence. And you'd go back? Yeah. I only need someone... Okay, it's good candy, but can I have an apple instead? You have a hamburger in there? See, I only need someone to jump out from behind a gravestone and grab my ankles once. And then I don't go back. Well, really, one time we found some pigeons with their heads twisted off. What? That was sort of creepy. It was like, somebody is desecrating this holy place. So, yeah. Wait a minute, back up. You found pigeons with their heads ripped off? Like twisted off, like the pigeon here or the head here, pigeon here, head here. That was really creepy. That was really creepy. But I didn't know who to call you. It takes a lot for you to say that was kind of creepy. Yeah. You know, the guy jumping out from behind the gravestone and trying to attack me, I wouldn't mind that. The mutilated pigeons. So you never found out what that was all about? No, I didn't know who to call. Like, you know, there's ornithologists or bird specialists. I guess I could have called and said, something heinous is happening to birds. Something must be done. No, that's just Ozzy Osbourne. Go back to sleep. Now, someone told me that you you just had your first Passover Seder, is that right?
That's right, yeah.
Oh,
it was pretty
cool.
exciting. It was it was like a run-through Seder because I'd never really done one before, and I realized they're sort of slow, a little on the slow side. So I wanted to write.
Musical numbers.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and we have a lot of kids and kids coming around, and I want them to be excited about different religions and cultures and Judaism and everything. And so I want to write a little play for next year and give each kid like a little bag, a bunch of little bags for all the plagues, like plastic frogs and little boils you stick on and dead.
Where do you get stick-on boils?
I have a source.
I love this. You're trying to jazz up Passover a bit.
Well, I
It's too
just
slow.
wanted
Come
to
on, let's move it
feel-
along. Let's go. Let's have some numbers here.
I want to feel alive. You know, I want them to sort of get excited by it. I don't want it to be just sit and listen. Eat these herbs, they're bitter.
That's kind of a big part of religion. Sitting and listening. You could say that about any religion. I went to this Catholic mass, and it was all blah, 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 blah. Let's go. Let's get this thing moving here.
Hey, this is the business I'm in.
Right. I know. You want to...
You have to have a good entrance. You have to keep your audience excited.
Right.
Come on.
It's
I
just
think
like
there should
show
be-
business.
Yeah, there should be some acting courses for religious teachers. Like, come in. Keep it moving. Get it snappy.
Right. Well, I remember, we always had the same kind of priest when I was growing up in our Catholic church, and they would mumble and same old thing. And then once we had a real youthful, energetic guy who one day, just in the middle, it was his first day there, he takes the microphone off the podium and he runs out into the audience and starts going, "That's right, and Jesus loved us all. Right, red-haired kid, what do you think?" And yeah, I hated it, you know. Go away, you're frightening me.
Well, you can't come to our Seder then.
No, I do want to come to the Seder. I wasn't invited. Night Watch opens this Friday, April 17th, and I met a bunch of people from the family, but not you, so it was really cool to have you on the show.
Thanks for
doing
me.
it. Yeah, and best of luck with everything. Patricia Arquette, everybody. Bob Hoskins is coming up. We'll be right back.